Wait! What is the tea? The girls are fighting! No! The girls are fighting! Why? Why?
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I just wanted to come in and run my mouth. Now, listen, we were live earlier, and we were talking about Laura Govan. Is it Govan or Govan? Laura. We're going to call her Big Low. Girl, Big Low, honey. I'm not going to go over everything we discussed. Long story short, because I wanted to add some more to what I said in my life. I should have wrote down some notes, but I didn't for the live. But anyways, so long story short, Laura, Govan of Basketball Wives, she did an interview with Carlos King, and she let it be known that pretty much, girl, Draya got monkey stomped. Girl, like pow, you know. She said that she got monkey stomped, and Draya was fooling with her baby daddy. Now, I don't know if Laura at the time was in a relationship with Gilbert. If listen, we're not gonna sit here and pretend as if people don't break up to make up. She did say that her and Gilbert had this thing where they used to fight to fuck. And I'm not being funny. I do know there are people out there who I don't know, it's weird. That's why you can't really get into people's business like that. Because it's like they get turned on by I guess the adrenaline. I don't know. And when she said they fight to fuck, I don't know if she meant physically fighting or just verbally to the point where they get so angry it turns each other on. But again, we know people out there, some of you who break up every other day, but y'all get back together. So at the time, I don't know if they were off on, and in my honest opinion, it really doesn't even matter. And I'm explaining to y'all why, and I'm going to give you a couple examples of why I feel like Laura was not wrong for monkey stomping Draya. I do believe that I'm not one of those people that when I listen to a story, I'm just going to be team so-and-so all the way down. No. I feel like one of the, not responsibilities, but I think someone who can be an objective person is someone who can listen and call out things where you might be right and you might be right. You might be wrong and you might be right. You might be right. You see what I'm saying? Both of y'all could be wrong. Everybody, one person is not going to be 100% right in a situation. And in this scenario, I did feel like Laura, it sounds like I understood what Laura was coming from. And I also understood, even though Draya hasn't really done a lot of speaking, she did address some stuff on her her Instagram. One of the things she said was to go vote. Okay, she said vote for Kamala Harris. Matter of fact, that's what she said. But she did address some things on her IG in response to what's her face, to Laura. But there were certain areas. The reason why I think, and I'm going to put the link to the live if you want to listen to the whole live, which thank you, if you do. I don't think that Laura was fighting over a man. And this is why I believe what I believe. This is no different than Tammy yanking up Evelyn. I had a conversation with one of my friends on the phone, and we were talking about this. And I was telling him that if I had met you and I had found out that I had been screwing your man, whether it was a year ago or 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, I would feel that it was my responsibility to let you know while we're building this friendship, hey, sister, I did not know you. I was in my old phase, girl. I didn't. Now, if you want to judge me on that, that's fine. But I was in my phase, and girl, I just found out that girl, one of the dudes who I was talking to, that was your ex. I did not know, right? Um, Draya and Laura, what it sounds like, and what it sounds like was Draya and Laura were building a friendship. They were friendly. They were in communication with each other. Now, how often they talked, I don't know. Drea talked about, all the stuff in her on Instagram. She wasn't friends with Gloria. She didn't know Gloria. Listen, we're gonna get into Portia and Fallon too. I'm bringing all this around, okay? The point is Drea, you were smiling in that woman's face, and you were talking to that lady. And at that time you were either messing with Gilbert, or at that time you had figured out that you had messed with Gilbert. You should have told Laura, hey girl, you know how the whole game go. Okay, I didn't know that was your man, sister. Right, I didn't know. But what happens is when you continue to smile in someone's face and kiki and cackle, right? And you helping me write Instagram posts like Laura said Drea was doing with her. Girl, we're building this friendship. Yes, you need to tell me. Girl, you should tell me. If not, you're going to get body slammed. Like Evelyn almost got body slammed. Like you don't know you're going to get body slammed when I find out that you was messing with my man. It don't have nothing to do with not taking, it doesn't have anything to do with taking the responsibility from Gilbert or the man. Y'all know I'm not the one to come down here and defend a trifling look. That's not even my MO. But I believe that when you are building a friendship with somebody, yes, you owe them at least that much. At least that much. Drea should have told Laura. She should have told Laura. Now, I also have to acknowledge, because I really don't think that Laura was fighting over the man. It was just the fact that, girl, you really been smiling in my face, right? It's bad enough, because in my honest opinion, when y'all start dating these NBA players and NFL players, girl, y'all know what y'all getting yourself into. I'm sorry, girl. At this point, we know the reputation that comes with dating a man in those professions. Girl, you can't trust the man at Walmart stocking groceries. You sure can't trust the one who a multimillionaire and traveling the world. Okay? Now, where I believe where I can understand that Drea was in a very, very vulnerable position, just like Laura. Because when you think about it, you have Laura who is in a situation with this man. Laura really don't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. I know some of y'all didn't watch the interview, but Laura said that once she left Gilbert, she said she had $217 or $271. It was less than $300 in her account, and her kids slept in the car for 2 days. And her baby daddy is a multimillionaire, baby, baby. And you over here giving this girl $25,000, and it was probably more than one time. Because see, the game is the nickels want to come out and tell y'all how they getting coochie and how the girl's giving them head, but then I letting y'all know, girl, what they giving them back. Because your Drea face was probably in your lap, but when she walked out of that car, you gave her $25,000. Okay, however the transaction went. So Drea is this person who I thought Drea was homeless, but they said that Drea was not homeless. They said that girl, from what I got, she was an ain't shit mama. She had left her son in a house with some noodles and oodles, girl, in a shitty pamper. I don't know, child. And girl, the boy, I don't remember the story from Basketball Wives. So I can see how Drea was in this vulnerable position. They said she was a stripper, right? And girl, you got to get it how you live. and this man is giving me $25,000. I'm probably not in the best position financially. So I could see how Draya could be in this pickle of hoe or not, whether your man is married or not, girl, I gotta take care of myself and my kid. Now, unfortunately, I have now been introduced to this reality TV world. They knew that I had fooled with Gilbert. That's why they brought me on the show. Right? I didn't know that I was gonna be. I didn't know that's why I was being brought on the show. I didn't know they was gonna sit me in front of this girl's face. You know what I'm saying? The producers know that's why when they do these reality shows, everybody is linked to somebody somehow. And that's why I don't believe Draya if or when she tries to say she did not know Laura was dealing with Gilbert. Because if y'all remember the setup of Basketball Wives, it was always the woman had to be connected to some man. They were not just going to bring some random girl off the street. It had to be the random girl who used to date so and so. It had to be the girl who used to be married to so and so. Now they probably weren't gonna be the only wife was really Jackie Christie. Okay, I think Malaysia was married at one point, right? But you know, you had to be the baby mama of, ex-wife, fiance, girlfriend, like, and they were gonna let you know what man this woman was connected to. So somewhere along the line, Draya knew that the woman who she was kikiing with and writing Instagram captions for, she knew that that woman was involved with Gilbert, and she knew who Gilbert was. Unless she has screwed so many men that she just don't remember who she was, girl, busting it wide open for. That's the only thing that will make sense to me, is that Draya just had a long roster and she just doesn't remember who Gilbert was. But other than that, somewhere along the line, Draya figured out that Laura was Gilbert's baby mama. Dating, engaged, however you want to put it, she knew they were connected. And I think out of them building a friendship, that's where Laura should have stepped in. Not Laura, Draya should have stepped up and said, hey, girl, I don't know. Now I figured out why they brought me onto this show. Because I feel like that's probably, I don't know if that's what happened, but I feel like that's what it was. Girl, they found out I was screwing Gilbert, and now it all makes sense. Okay? Um, but I can also see Laura again being in a vulnerable position because you're with this man, and it sounds like Laura really didn't have any money. And she was probably getting dragged, not physically, but you know, her nerves were bad. And so now I'm making friends with this woman, and come to find out, this woman was screwing um, my man, my baby daddy. And she been kicking in my face this whole time. I can see how you could get slapped for that. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie. And again, it's not even about fighting over no man. Girl, it's about, girl, we supposed to be building a sisterhood. But here we go with a but. See, I look at that from all different sides. But this is the whole game. And like I said on Twitter, the whole game is vicious. Because quiet as it's kept, they all doing the same thing. Evelyn did it to Tammy, right? Draya did it to Laura. And we still trying to figure out, Laura, if you did it to Shawnee. Because we still don't know if you screwed Shaq or not. Some people are saying that it was Gloria. But one thing I will say is, and I watched the entire interview, correct me if I'm wrong, I didn't hear Laura say one time, I did not screw Shaq. I heard her say she didn't screw Tamar's ex-husband, Vincent, but she never clarified, girl, verified, set in stone that I did not have sex with Shaquille O'Neal. Now, I could also believe that Laura is not saying it because this might, you know, she's going back to Basketball Wives, so this might be her storyline for next season, the big sit down with Shawnee O'Neal. So if she would have exposed that information on Carlos King's YouTube channel, then there would be no need for her to come back to the show because she had already told us the answer, whether she did or if she didn't. Like I said, Phaedra and Fallon. People were saying that Fallon was cheating on Simon. I don't give a damn. And I'll tell you why. Me cheating on my husband ain't got nothing to do with you coming into my house. Yes, we know that Fallon and Portia were not friends because, again, here we go. Like Drell was trying to say, they told me to pretend to be Gloria's friend because on these reality shows, they just need somebody to introduce to somebody. Oh, this is my homegirl Gloria. Girl, Sean, they don't know each other. Oh, this is my homeboy Rodney. I don't know this nigga. I just met this nigga 2 weeks ago and they told us to act like we friends. That's just my way to, they just ushering me into the show, right? So we get it. We know what it is now, right? And back then we didn't know. We thought the girls were really, really friends. But now we get it. But the point is, you want to play this game of being my friend. At the very least, we're co-workers. You come into my house, you're shaking my husband's hand. We're in the pool shooting a scene. We're drinking. Girl, we're literally going out even when the cameras are not up. We're going out to the club together and posting pictures on Instagram. And girl, I look up and now you married to my ex-husband? That's how you get your ass whooped. Girl, I don't understand why people don't understand that. I don't care if Fallon was effing the pool boy and 5 men in Decatur, 6 in Buckhead, 7 in Bankhead, 3 in Stone Mountain. The fact of the matter is, I allowed you in my home. And we were going out kikiing and taking pictures for Instagram. That's the point. Okay? So the point is, Draya was in Laura's face smiling and kikiing. That's why she got popped. Tammy Evelyn was in Tammy's face kikiing. That's why she got popped. Okay? Portia was keying in Fallon's face. That's why Fallon wanted to pop her. Because now you playing. You're playing in my face. Can we have some kitchen table talk? And y'all not be mad at what I'm about to say? There are men and women out there who their primary goal is to get to the money by hook or by crook. You have men out there who will sell their bodies, will sleep with the old white rich man, will sleep with the old black rich man as long as they can get paid. Okay? You have the girls out there who don't care if he married, girl, if he got a girlfriend, right? You got the girls out there that, girl, I want to be a wife, an NBA wife. And if I got to wait in the hotel lobbies and, girl, make myself be seen, that's what I'm going to do. I think that when a lot of these girls get involved with these players, they know what they're getting themselves into. And they know what comes with that territory. I'm sorry. I just believe that when you start to date NBA, NFL, girl, rappers, people in the entertainment business, girl, you have to know that, girl, it might be some tussling that's going to happen. I think that when I look at Draya and Laura and Gloria and Shawnee and all of them, girl, round and round and round we go. Where the whole train stops, nobody knows. You might end up like Laura at one point in her life, living in your car with your kids for 2 days. You might end up like Shawnee, who had to take a detour and become a first lady. Now she down here in Houston. Girl, praising God. Hallelujah. You might end up like Draya. And your new basketball man just signed over $100 million contract. And she got a brand new baby. You might end up like Evelyn and have to go back to Basketball Wives and be fighting at the age of 55. However old she is. Okay. You might be like Tammy and say, I don't want that life no more. Let me go get me a man who drive trucks. Whatever Reggie do, I don't know what Reggie do. He own a trucking company or something, I don't know. So I'm just saying these girls get into this life. And for some of them, it works out. Girl, the life that they envision, it comes to fruition. And for some of the girls, they might have to take a detour. I don't think that just because we read something online makes it true. I don't think just because people say something makes it true. But we're not gonna do is sit here and act like Draya is the only one that was getting it how she lived. Because we done heard stories about it about a lot of the girls. That's all I'm saying. It's not. I don't want to be defending Draya. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is Draya wasn't the only one who was getting it how she lived. It just looked like it might be working out for Draya. Draya prayed to the basketball gods. She prayed to the athletic gods, girl, and she said, "I need you to work this out for me." You got Laura over there, who was getting $7,000, $6,000 a month in child support for 4 kids in California, and I don't live in California, but I know damn well that ain't a lot of money to take care of no children. Not in California. Girl, anytime I watch HGTV, I told y'all, girl, I be watching HGTV, girl, House Hunters. And girl, I be seeing the girls who live in California, and girl, these girls be out here looking at 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom, girl, 2-bedroom, 1-bath houses. And girl, them houses be $879,000. Girl, what? Girl, what? Girl, that's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath. Girl, 900. Girl, talking about it's 916 square feet. And oh, this is great. Girl, this is great. Girl, what you mean? What? Give me some crazy stuff, and y'all be good. That's what I'm saying, girl, y'all mad at Draya. Girl, as far as I'm concerned, everybody in California selling a little pussy. Girl, you ain't got no choice. Shit. And the niggas selling a little pussy. Hello? California is expensive. Anyway, so all I'm saying is, I think that Laura, I think I can see why Laura, girl, body slammed, girl, Draya. I can see it. Because, girl, you were smiling into my face. I can also understand Draya being in a situation, a very vulnerable position, where, girl, like life is not going the way that I wanted it to go. So at this point, girl, I'm gonna have to use what I got to get what I want. So if I gotta go to this back seat and fool with this man a couple of times and he'll give me $25,000, girl, that's what I'm gonna have to do. Girl, I live in a world where I don't believe that the world is unicorns and rainbows and, girl, it's a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. No, I understand the girl. For some of the people, boys and girls, they have to deal with the deck of cards that are handed to them. And I don't think anybody is brought into this world and their goal in life is to be a stripper or to be a sex worker or to have to sell their body or to give head in the backseat of a car. But girl, if that is the route that you feel that you have to take, then that's the route that you feel that you have to take. I think there are too many people out there judging Draya on the things that she had to do in order to survive, as if, like I said in my live, it's a girl out there right now who giving head to a man, an ex-boyfriend, somebody who she met online for $550 to cover her rent. And Drell did it for $25,000. So who really winning at the end of the day? Either you gonna pay on the front end or you gonna pay on the back end. Either you gonna get your money up front or you gonna get it or you gonna get it a few days later. Drell just got hers up front. You go on a few dates. I'm talking to the boys and the girls. You go on a few dates and you get yours later. Drell ain't going on no dates. The date is in the back seat. Let me shut up. Anyways, I hope that it's not a beef between Laura and Draya, because the fact of the matter is, the same way that Laura has to acknowledge, or she chooses to acknowledge, that she was young, she also has to acknowledge that Draya was young too. And Draya was doing at the time what she felt that she needed to do in order to survive and take care of her child. You know, I could see maybe if Draya was out here at 40 something doing the same thing, she's not. Regardless how we feel about her and Jalen Green and that boy being too young, that's still her man at the end of the day. Right? Anyways, I'm gone. I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good day. Bye, y'all.